I am more than halfway through the program, and before I started, I was a eyelash hair away from starting a pretty heavy pain medication to help me with my pain from a car accident. In total, I was on about 7 medications when I started, between pain medications, anti-inflammatories, muscle relaxers, and even mental health medications. But I'd say about 9 days in, my inflammation went down so much that I didn't need any pain medication. And to this day, I haven't, which is incredible because my second accident was in February. So it accelerated my healing and not only have I been able to come off of all of my pain medications, my anti inflammatories, my muscle relaxers, but because I'm able to exercise since I've healed so quickly, I've also been able to come off of my mental health medications. So I'm very grateful.
About 14 months ago, I was battling cancer. I was coming off my last chemo, my 6 rounds of chemo for endometrial cancer. And that's why Brittany was getting sick because she was so worried about me. But the girls were researching and they found this program, this Purium, and they wanted me to try it. And so I did as soon as I was finished with my chemo. And so for about 14 months now, I've been on it, and it has helped me so much. I came off the treatment, the chemo treatment, and I was extremely weak. I couldn't walk. I was just so weak and out of it. And this program has helped me so much. The day after I started it, I was walking across the room like normal instead of hanging onto the furniture and that. And that was one of the things. It helped me with my hypertension. They had put me on 3 blood pressure pills instead of the normal 2. And so I got to get off of 2 of them. Now I'm working myself off the last one. Yay. And so far, no cancer. It's been 14 months and no cancer, and I'm thrilled about that. And I was able to go to a 3-day Bible convention this last weekend, which is a lot of walking, carrying your stuff with you, your lunches and that. And I was able to get through that. And I just know that it's from this program. It also improved my skin. I didn't know I had diverticulitis, but it took care of that. So there's the gut issues too. So I'm so grateful for it, and I'm going to stay on it.
Worry about having a wheelchair anymore. So I'm grateful that not only did I not expected some other benefits, but I did get so much more clarity. I have energy beyond, and I feel I'm going to be 67 shortly, and it's okay because I feel 30s, 40s. I do think I feel better because I took antidepressants for decades. I'm not on them. I'm real, I'm present, and I'm grateful.
And he was diagnosed with autism at age 2. He never sleeps through the night. Like his entire life, he has always woken up at least once. And, at first it was from his crib, then it was walking in bed. So my husband or I, now that he's getting bigger, usually one of us ends up on the couch because we can't fit 3 people in our bed. And it's just kind of half there. But we got educated by a friend of ours on glyphosate and what that poison does in our body. And once we had that information, my husband went, okay, we've got to try this. We've got to try to get this out of his system and see what it does because it interferes with how the brain works. One of the biggest things for me, I almost cried because for the longest time, the best you could get him to do was, my name is, and he would fill in, Brandon. But it was no last name. He didn't know our names. He didn't know his address or his phone number. That's a safety issue. He gets away from us. Even if he just escapes out of the house, which he was very, very good at, he gets to a safe place, he gets to an adult, he can't tell them who he belongs to. And then what happens? They're going to put him into the system until we can get it all figured out. So at school, they started working on this with him, and he got it within, I want to say, a month. Now it's, what's your name? Brandon Lybrook. Who's your mom? Shelly Lybrook. What's your phone number? He can say all 10 digits. What's your address? He says it beginning to end, including the zip code. And for me, that is a massive weight off of my shoulders, because now somebody knows how to get a hold of us if something happens. Because I was seriously, and this sounds like a joke, and it kind of is, but it's kind of not. I was seriously thinking about getting it tattooed on him somewhere because he doesn't like to keep his clothes on. I can't guarantee that if he gets away from me, he'll be fully dressed or stay fully dressed. And so I couldn't, just sew it into his lining. So that's been big for us. But then within the last week, even, we've added in the apothecary, and he has now slept through the night, like you said, with your son. There's no getting up in the middle of the night and getting into bed with us. My husband and I are able to wake up next to each other the next morning and go, wait, what happened? How are we not on the couch? And when he's sleeping better, then I'm sleeping better. When I'm sleeping better, I'm a lot more patient. I'm a lot more focused. That affects our entire household. And so there's not enough good things that we can say about this.
There's so many people out there right now feeling despair, foggy, confused, and bleak. No positive outlook. And that is not our fault. That is because our gut has been damaged and destroyed for reasons that are actually out of our control, that we don't see. They're not written in our ingredients. These are chemicals sprayed in our food system, in the air and the water. These are environmental pollutants that are attacking our gut microbiome. We don't see the state of our gut because it's on the inside, but it will express itself in our skin, our mental health, and so many other chronic symptoms. We go to the doctors because we're desperate. We don't know what to do. They treat the symptoms and not the root. Most people think their mental health is related to traumas, circumstances, genetics. I thought all of that. But what's so interesting is as you repair your gut, what you realize is the traumas and the circumstances don't change. They don't go away, but the way we respond and think about the situations, the way we're able to process everything changes. I turned to the doctors because I didn't know what to do. I thought I was eating everything right. I thought to be a functional mother, I just need to take this medication my whole life. I never thought I could get off of it. And most people don't because it replicates those hormones that our body needs to produce naturally. And when we get that replicate, we get that synthetic version, our body becomes dependent on it. And we're treating the symptom and not the root cause. If you're looking for a solution, please reach out. Because if someone didn't reach out to me to share this, I would not be where I am today, and I'd still be on my medications and suffering. So I've lived to pay this forward. Please experience this for yourself.
So I am 17 months into this program. I'm still having more wins. The super short version, for anyone who doesn't know my story, I suffered with really severe migraines for 30 years. And like the last 5 years, I was practically bedridden 5 days out of 7. I'd be in so much pain that the bones would stick out of the side of my face and it would water, and my back, neck, and hip would hurt. And I'd get up after sitting down for a few minutes and every joint hurt so bad. I felt like I was 80 years old and I'm 48 now. Anyways, all of those symptoms went away.
Hi, so I just started the ULT program probably almost 2 months ago now, I would say. And I also have hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's disease that I've had since I was 6. Everything from gut issues to skin issues to heart issues. And so I really wanted something that was like this, something to just kind of reset my gut. I've noticed elasticity in my skin. Like I can completely notice that I look different. And I know people have told me the same thing, just smoother texture, just feeling so different just inside and out from the system. I've lost 12 pounds. My gut issues are no more. And I've had those, like I said, those gut issues since I was a little girl. Aches and pains that I've dealt with just on a regular basis have gone as well. Sugar cravings, don't have those anymore. It's just completely changed how I look at food and how I eat.
At the time I was dealing with hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's. I thought I tried everything under the sun, and I tried a lot of things that didn't work. So you can spend a lot of time and money doing the wrong thing. And I feel absolutely amazing. But for that first transformation, I did 6 months solidly, 2 shakes a day, 1 meal. And not only did all those cravings go away, but by the end of the 6 months, I was off the thyroid meds, and that was almost 5 years ago. And I'm a practitioner. For those that don't know me, I'm a regenerative health practitioner and a holistic nutritionist, and I was looking for a solution for my clients. All my clients are on the superfoods. Like, I don't understand how I can help them with their health if I cannot help them upgrade their nutrition. So for me, this is such a no-brainer. The quality far exceeds anything that's sold in a grocery store or